Hey guys, welcome back. This took a little while to get to. I had some other stuff pop up, some more pressing matters, but it's rant time. I've been avoiding, or at least, trying my best to avoid complaining during the gameplay vids, but it's time. We're gonna rip into this shit. It's terrible, at least in comparison to what it should be. This thing makes Magic Arena look like a AAA title. I don't know how to put it any way other than that. Yes, it's the Pokemon card game. Trading card game. Don't forget trading. That's a key component in the Pokemon trading card game. The trading aspect. But we don't need that anymore. That's terrible. Little Timmy accidentally traded some cards away at one point. And it wasn't hard enough of a learning lesson for him. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why they want the game to be so much different than the actual in real life trading card game. I don't know why it's a step back in almost every way from PTCGO. I don't know if the developers and the game designers actually play the game. From what I'm seeing, it looks like if they do, they barely do, at least online. Just the quality of life reverts compared to PTCGO. Make it blatantly obvious that they don't know what they're doing. Maybe that stuff will get fixed over time. Maybe not. I have no idea how you do this. How you make it worse than the previous game when you're sinking this money into it. Surely there was money sunk into it. Maybe not enough. So, yes, I'm aware this is the beta. Also, keep in mind it's a delayed beta. So, how bad was it before the delay? Who knows? They, for some reason, I don't know what it is. Sword and Shield had it, and now the Pokemon trading card game live. We have these white tiles. I have to insert a picture here of the white tiles from Sword and Shield when you're battling Marnie at the hotel. It's like, okay, we don't have anything to fill here, so let's just put some bathroom tiles all over the place. It's really weird. For a company that has tons of artists, tons of artwork, tons of rights to artwork, and they give us this. At least we got the shaman on the left side here, but that's kind of something similar to what we've seen in PTCGO before. At the dashboard up top, it looks like a game out of the 90s until you take a look over onto the right side there with the 3 types of currency, which are common, I guess, and all the microtransaction mobile games. Again, I've said it before. In the previous rant videos before the game came out, the game was very playable the way it was on PTCGO on mobile. They just did not have it in the App Store or wherever else. They would say that your device wasn't capable of it, but you can download the APK and it works just fine. I showed that in a previous video, so we won't do it again, but it worked fine. There was no reason. So anyone making excuses for, oh yeah, but now it's mobile and it's got to look like trash so that it can fit on my phone and I can play it vertically. No, that's dumb. Take it back. So now, if we can even get past the somewhat hard-on for hexagons that the Pokemon Trading Card Game Live has, we have the avatar creation tool. And I'll move myself out of the way. I guess we can cover up some of the accessories because there's like 5. Why are the character models creepy? We can randomly generate one and it goes to a loading screen. But I don't know, like what is this like 3D animated stuff? Why are the characters in game that teach you how to play? They're like AI. Why are they this weird 3D model? The 2 that are selected off the start are kind of the least least creepy of the bunch, but at the same time, this just reminds me of, like, remember that Captain Crunch game, the Crunchlings? It's just bringing me back to that. I don't know why. I don't know how many years have passed since that came out, but for those of you that don't remember, here it is on screen. So, now that we have the hexagons, the creepy character models, I don't know, this doesn't even look like a Pokemon game, short of the fact that there's Pokemon items in it. Just use traditional Pokemon style art. You could probably make a really cool character creator that uses the Pokemon art style, and people would even want to use it and take screenshots for their like avatars on other platforms and everything else. It would be awesome. Have the characters be actual characters from the anime or from the games that you're playing against in like tutorials and anything else. Alright, into the gameplay. So, as you can see there with the quick ball, I don't know why some of the cards are like super low resolution, but when you're playing a few games, it really bugs my eyes out. I don't know what it is. You go from looking at crispy, clean text to thinking that you're blind. The hollow shine effect on these cards just it doesn't make any sense. Like, you couldn't make it look more like a Pokemon card than that. It's just like a default oil spill that goes across every single card, regardless of the actual hollow nature of the card itself. We have to play our game here in between complaints, so. The amount of empty space on the board is just, I don't understand it. So it would make a lot more sense to compress all of these, and maybe you have to on the mobile version. But when I'm playing on my computer, I don't want to see the artwork of a card with the HP slightly blown up. That doesn't make any sense to me. Even then, with the amount of space on the board, whether it's on your phone or on the computer. So here's another great example of, I think they fixed this actually, where you can click on to select rather than drag. With boss's orders, you have to actually drag the opponent's Pokemon instead of just clicking on it. So there's a lot of like little quality of life issues there. The stat cards in your hand, we don't have any right now, unfortunately, but we'll get ready here for a flashbang. So we did a ton of damage there. Not a whole lot going on the screen, but don't you worry. Once we take some prize cards here, we'll get flashbanged. I'm not sure about that animation. I can only imagine if you were in a dark room playing that you'd light up the whole place. Maybe do some damage to your retinas. Again, here we have a different, what would be a different shine and different texture on the card that is now, I guess it's just a vertical oil spill with the same animation. It looks terrible. And you should expect a lot more. What in the... I can see the other card through this one. I can... Okay, here's another thing. When I get attacked, why are you hiding my hand? There's nothing going on down here other than my hand that I want to look at. There's no reason it should leave the board. Alright. We should be paying a little bit more attention to the game, but we're not. But that's alright. The cards that are upside down. So, when you're playing the actual trading card game, again, I don't know why they don't want it to look like the actual trading card game. You would think that this is a good tool to get people to start playing. Because it is. That's a large reason why I started playing PTCGL. Even if you just play the tutorials and then you get into playing and building decks, It's a rabbit hole. You don't need to be at a game store necessarily to learn how to play, which is one of the most daunting things. Is, am I going to show up and someone's going to have to teach me to, do I want to make someone teach me how to play? Not really. But that's the thing. So even we have the prize cards on the side here. Like, okay, I get it. You want to take up a little bit less space, so you have them here instead of laid out in 6. I get that. If you just wanted to have one and just show that there was a number 6 on it, sure. I'm not necessarily one of those people that needs to select which one I want to have, or you can have it collapse so that it's out of the way most of the time. Your hand shouldn't collapse. That's one of the components on the board that shouldn't collapse. Just like if I go to my discard pile here, why can I not see my hand anymore? Why is that trigger hiding my hand when I'm trying to look through this? And if there's anything that you'd want to collapse and be able to see like how many copies are in your discard pile, it's probably this. Like I can sort this way, but why not just immediately have it so that I can see what's in my discard pile? And again, we get attacked, so half the game you can't see what's in your hand. And not that I mean, you should kind of remember what's in there anyway, but at the same time, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense that it keeps hiding itself. Stack cards in our hand. Again, I can see if you end up with like a lot of energies or something like that, and it's taking up the entire space. That makes sense to me. We get a flashbang for the one prize. When you only have a few cards in your hand, I can't even speak. When you only have a few cards in your hand, why is it stacking like 2 evolutions incense when I have like 4 cards in my hand? It doesn't make any sense. It's ridiculous. All right, that's enough with the gameplay. Although I'm sure I've forgotten a few things. I know there's a lot of cards that if you're going to close them out, if you want to make them large on your screen, blow them up, you have to hit the little X in the top right corner instead of just clicking off of the card or tapping off the card just to the side of it in open space. Again, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me that you have to click the little X. Who's accidentally clicking beside a card and can't just reopen it? One of those little things that it's just a quality of life thing. Maybe if you've never played the previous game, you don't understand how much of a pain some of that stuff is. So let's get into editing our deck. So let's say we have a different version of Marnie that we want to use. We can select Marnie, and we can go in, and we could say we want to go with the standard full art Marnie. Great. But here's another example of the X that's up in the top right corner. We can't. So we'd have to remove these Marnies in order to. So let's see if we just remove a Marnie here. So we're gonna have 3 Marnies here. Now if we want to add a Marnie, we're gonna add a Marnie. There's no like intuitive way to like add and remove these. If you had 4, for some reason my elemental badge here doesn't show that it's a reverse, so I have to open it up before I can see that it has the reverse hollow pattern on it. I guess they didn't want to add the mega shiny plus like layer to it. Your evolution incense here, same thing. Not the best way. I get that you want to try to organize it, but I feel like the search was better before, or just as good. It's maybe to see more things here. So you have like 14 versions of Quick Ball, but we have to open it up to see that they're there. We got a shiny Quick Ball. Again, I don't know. Is it any better than searching for Quick Ball and then it just shows you all of your Quick Balls and stacks them? Probably not. It's not the worst thing in the world. I don't know, with the last update, it deactivated my sleeves, which is kind of weird. My sleeves and my coin, but it could have been just that they had to do an update, and for whatever reason it was stripping those off. All right, let's get into codes and how they work. We got a nice juicy Brilliant Stars code right here. We're gonna submit it. We got it. And then underneath me, if I can move myself, there's a nice little collect all button. So we're gonna tap that. And as you can see now, instead of being able to hold your packs or your codes, oh, I guess this is an Elite Trainer box code. So we'll do this one first. So collection limit 1 out of 1. We got a deck box, very cool. Done. So you see here, we just get the items from the Elite Trainer box. Now, let's say we bought a whole bunch of Elite Trainer boxes. Just a metric crap load of Elite Trainer boxes. The first 8 you get dust and crap for. After that, you start getting 25 coins. And you might say, well, that's not that bad. 25 coins sounds pretty good. No, mobile games, coins are the worst. They're the shittiest currency you can possibly get. You can see here, you can pay real currency for your coins. So you're basically punished for spending more money. I can't even figure out where to get in here to actually buy the stuff. But with your coins, basically you just buy the cosmetic items. So your Elite Trainer box, your little deck cases, your coins, stuff like that. So it's basically worthless currency. If you're getting to the point that you're redeeming too many codes, beyond your 8, you're getting coins for nothing, because you're going to have all the stuff anyway from the specialty products, whether it be promos or coins or whatever. I guess you can't even unlock the promos. You'd have to unlock deck boxes and coins, which you probably already have all of them. So you have this dead currency, the cheap currency, the free-to-play currency, you might say. All right, here we have it. We have what should be a booster pack code. We're gonna submit code. Here we go. We got a booster pack. So you can see here we can get 1 out of 400. So again, you're going to get punished if you open too many booster packs and want to use the codes yourself. Why they would do this, I have no idea. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know how you can be worried about someone exploiting when they're buying that much of your physical product that they have that many codes. It doesn't make any sense to me. You shouldn't be worried about someone getting too much from their codes because they bought too much stuff from you. It's ridiculous. And to the point that it's 400, I mean, it's a large number, but there are people that open that much product, and so you're punishing a select few people who are the ones that are spending the most. So as we'll see here, we have no choice but to open our pack. It automatically redeems our codes right at the time. It also takes a very long time to do so. For the longest time, when the beta first came out, you were unable to redeem your codes, which is pretty fun. So they had you switch over your account, which you can't reverse, then told you couldn't redeem your codes, which is kind of bad. I mean, going into it, you should have had your 125 packs of something. Again, another system that's kind of screwing over the people that have the most codes or that have the most product or open the most product. Maybe they had a giant stash. Maybe they had older cards that just poofed into oblivion, that were worth money at one point, but now no longer worth money. So I don't know. I feel if you weren't prepared, I guess there's still time for a lot of the people before they download the game. Get your 125 packs of whatever junk you can find for the cheapest, so that you can at least get some dust for the new game. So here we go. We're gonna open it up, and you'll notice right away this isn't even a pack of Pokemon cards. So not only do we have a giant screen filled with hexagons, we get a 5-card booster pack instead of the the full 10 or 11 card booster pack that we submit the code for. So not the end of the world, and maybe it had something to do with balancing, but again, you shouldn't have to balance this stuff. Balance it appropriately so that people get the correct amount of dust that's fair for them, and it shouldn't be capped off. There shouldn't be like, oh, you opened 400 boosters of brilliant stars, we're now not going to give you anything. I would imagine, I haven't figured it out yet. I had a lot of like promo box codes and stuff like that from larger products that I broke down, and yeah, I was like, okay, I'll just scan them all, get some dust, whatever. And yeah, you just get absolutely shafted in the butt after your 8th copy of stuff, or in the case of booster packs or set boosters, after 400, I would imagine that's when you start getting the D from the Pokemon Company. So again, what's the point? Why are they stacked like this? There's a whole lot of empty space on the screen. Should there be something going on? Shouldn't this be like exciting? Or no, it's not. You get bathroom tiles and you get half the amount of cards that you would normally open, and we'll click through them. So here you see we're hitting our collection limit, so then you get additional dusties. I haven't opened enough. I think I only opened some on the previous client. Before moving over, I had a bunch of coins, so I used them up and just bought packs. Actually, no, that wouldn't have been even brilliant stars. But yeah, use up your coins. I had a bunch of tournament tokens, which would have been cool if they transferred in some way, but they don't. We got 10 dust here, which is pretty cool. 10 tablets. That's pretty much it. I don't get it. I don't get why you want to make opening the packs a different experience. I don't get why you want the gameplay to be a different experience. I don't get why there's white tiles everywhere and the border looks like something from Windows 95. But that's it, guys. That's pretty much, I think that's pretty much everything. All my complaints, I got them all out. So hopefully I won't have to squirm and hold back as hard. We're gonna get over it. We're gonna hope that they make this a whole lot better than what it is now, because I don't understand how you make a game that's supposed to replace another, but it's worse. The gameplay doesn't have to change. You basically just need to make a better client, and they didn't. That's what it comes down to. It seems like a lot of lazy ways out, a lot of little changes that make it less like the actual trading card game, which I'm not a fan of. They could have integrated something really cool like playmats. I don't know why there's no playmats. Put those in the game. That would be cool. You could start selling products with playmats in them and people would actually want to buy them, provided they can't use their dinky winky coins to just buy them in game anyway. It would be cool to actually get a playmat with a product, get a code for that, be able to slap your playmat down in the game. Another cool little thing. No one gives a shit if they can like change their pants, or if they can taunt you with my shorts are so tight and they're not even wearing shorts. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. See you next time. If you guys hate this game as much as I do, let me know. But again, I'm still going to be playing it because I love the Pokemon trading card game itself, not necessarily the L that's on the end of it. But that's just it. We're all just going to have to take a big L in order to play online. See ya.